Standing desks have become incredibly popular over the last few years, and for good reason. The ability to switch between sitting and standing throughout the day is something that once you've experienced it, it's hard to go back. But one thing I've always noticed with a lot of standing desks is that stability tends to be the compromise. The higher you go, the more movement you get. The more equipment you add, the more you notice it. And that's where this desk immediately surprised me. This is the FlexiSpot E7 Plus Max, and it's their flagship quad motor frame, and straight up, this is easily one of the most solid pieces of functional furniture I've ever owned. But it's also a serious investment. It's heavy as heck, and it shows up at your door in a couple of boxes. And in this video, we're skipping over the marketing hype. I'm simply going to show you exactly what this desk is, how it performs, and let you decide if this is going to be useful for your specific setup. We'll look at why the motor tech matters, we'll look closely at the frame build, and go over the assembly process as well. Please subscribe. Let's first look at the actual engineering. Most standing desks use 1 or 2 motors and have 2 legs. This frame uses 4 motors and a dual column design on each side. The legs are built from thick 2mm steel posts that extend telescopically in 3 stages. And because of that quad leg geometry, there is literally 0 wobble in this table. FlexiSpot rates this thing to lift 300 kilograms. Now, nobody is literally putting 300 kilograms of computer gear on a desk, but that massive headroom means the motors aren't sweating. I can basically sit my entire body weight right there on the desk, hit the button, and it doesn't even grunt. But the real game changer here isn't that it lifts the weight, but rather how it lifts it. The motor controller uses a soft start and stop sequence. It ramps up speed smoothly, and it clocks in at 38 millimeters per second, and that's pretty cool. And then it dampens to a stop, just like butter. If you have a full cup of coffee, or say an expensive camera rig on your desk, it's not going to jerk or spill. And for 4 motors running all at once, it is incredibly quiet. The height range goes from a low 65 centimeters up to a maximum range of 130 centimeters. So whether you're short, tall, or adding a walking pad underneath, the adjustment range is completely covered. Now, the frame on this is actually pretty cool. It's modular, and it adjusts telescopically from 110 centimeters to 190 centimeters in length, and that gives you a lot of flexibility. FlexiSpot actually offers a really good range of desktop materials and plenty of sizing options to fit your space. I mean, you can choose between bamboo, rubber wood, solid oak wood, ergo MDF, or standard particle board. Now, I went with the solid beechwood desktop finish, and mine is 140 centimeters by 70 centimeters. I think it's the perfect size for my setup. It's a beautiful piece of real timber with an elegant premium finish that completely changes the feel of the room. Now, because this is heavy duty steel, it's inherently a very heavy and rigid frame. But if you do need to move it around your office easily, you can actually get caster wheels for the desk as an optional accessory to solve that problem. This whole setup is, I think, a serious investment. And I love that FlexiSpot offers a 15-year warranty on this, and that 15-year backing means that they expect this steel and these motors to outlast several iterations of your computer hardware. Now, let's just take a closer look at the digital panel or the user interface here, because this is where daily usability comes down to the details. The controller interface has a clear digital screen, and it's got your standard up and down controls that actually work really nicely. But a standout critical feature here is that it has 4 height memory presets. So you can set your perfect sitting and standing heights once, and you never have to guess again. It's got little stand up or sit down icons, but it's also got a number 1 and number 2 buttons. So effectively, you have 4 height memory presets here. There is a child lock feature, so when you hold the M button for 5 seconds, it goes into child lock mode and it stops kids from messing with it. Now, up on the right side, there is a built-in USB port to quickly power up smaller devices such as your phone or anything else that you want to plug into it. That's a great little feature too. The E7 has a anti-collision sensor built in. So what that means is if you're lowering the desk and it hits, say, the armrest of your office chair, it instantly detects the resistance, it stops and backtracks automatically so it doesn't break itself or your chair. Underneath, cable management is solved cleanly. What it has is a magnetic cable tray cover, and that is easy to snap in place. There are no cheap plastic clips or annoying screws to drop. The tray literally just snaps magnetically inside the frame beam, letting you tuck all your power bricks and any other excess cables away instantly. It's quite neat actually. Now let me just talk about getting this whole thing set up. Because it's industrial grade steel, the packages are heavy, but putting it together is actually quite easily because the manual guide is very simple to follow. Now you will want a soft carpet or blanket down to protect the wooden face. You assemble the frame, you bolt down the 4 massive lifting columns and motors, and you screw it straight into the desktop. The wiring itself I found quite simple. Once again, everything is in the manual, everything is coded correctly and runs straight into a central control box. Now when you're done, the only thing to keep in mind is I don't recommend trying to flip this desk over by yourself. I did it, but I wish I had someone else to help me tip it over. Once the steel frame and solid timber top are screwed into place, it does become incredibly heavy and awkward. So get a mate to help you flip it safely so that you don't damage the controller or your back. The total build time for me on this was under an hour. So what's the realistic verdict? Ultimately, this comes down to what you need out of your workspace. If you need just a basic lightweight surface or desk for casual use, a heavy duty setup like this might be more than you actually require. But if you want a rock solid, zero wobble workspace that can adapt to different configurations, it handles heavy equipment effortlessly and gives you a height adjustment that operates like absolute butter, then this is a serious functional investment. It's an incredibly well engineered piece of gear. Now, I've put the official link right at the bottom of the description below. If you want to head over to their site, check out the different desktop materials, configurations, or grab one for your own office, well, check out that link. Let me know what you think about the desk in the comment section down below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next review.